When I grow up, I'd like to find out all about the moon and all that.
Nick, a farmer's son, grew up in the Yorkshire Dales.
And I said I was interested in physics and chemistry. Well, I'm not going to do that here.
At 14, he was away at boarding school, and at 21, reading physics at Oxford.
So what career are you going to pursue?
It depends whether I'll be good enough to do what I want to really do. I would like, if I can, to do research.
By 28, he had moved to America and was doing research into nuclear fusion at the University of Wisconsin.
The fusion reaction gives off energy and produces the power that would be turned into electrical energy and sent out to the consumer.
How hot is it in there?
In there, it's at about 10 million degrees.
At 35, he was an associate professor, and at 42, a full professor.
And I've spent the last year and a half writing a couple of books. My ambition as a scientist is to be more famous for doing science than for being in this film, but unfortunately, Michael, it's not going to happen.
Over the years, Nick's research hit trouble, and by 49, he's had to abandon it because the containers needed to store the hot gases couldn't be developed.
I read the Financial Times. I read the Observer and the Times. What do you like about it? Well, I usually look at the headlines and then read about it.
At 7 years old, John, Andrew and Charles were in a private preparatory school in London.
What's the point of the programme? The point of the programme is to reach a comparison. I don't think it is. Because we're not necessarily typical examples.
And I think that's what people seeing the programme might think.
Yes.
Falsely.
That's one of the troubles with this sort of programme. I don't really think that sort of people like us have, unless we're being seven and being rather funny, have very much to say that's very interesting. Because, I mean, we don't know very much.
Well, we didn't know very much when we were 7, but we were still quite funny.
What do you think about girlfriends at your age? Tell me what you think.
I've got one, but I don't think much of her.
They're no longer just bores who won't play this or something.
They're over half of the community and they're there.
And you can begin to talk to them.
I don't think I financially come from the same background. Andrew didn't go for a haughty Deb. He went for a good Yorkshire lass. But I mean, obviously he knew what he wanted.
Does money concern you a lot?
No, I think as long as one has enough to be comfortable, that's really what one should aim for.
What's the most difficult thing about keeping the marriage together?
I don't think it is particularly difficult, actually. We seem to manage all right. Would you say?
I think so. We talk, don't we?
I mean, so how is married life?
Well, I still love him, if that's what you're asking.
And likewise.